Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutloud.com. Welcome to my pre-market game plan for the major future indices, gold and oil for today, Wednesday. It is April 12th and it is 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to start by taking a look at the major future indices, and we're going to start with E-mini NASDAQ 100 index futures. Overnight support 53.85 and overnight resistance high 54.13, 54.13. We've noticed that we've had quite a tight range that has developed in the overnight session and on relatively low volume. The spike came in at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. That continued throughout 3 a.m. Eastern Time, and then we corrected throughout the entire London session. So far, as long as we stay in the 5400 area and as long as we break above these areas, the 5440 area, we can consider a continuation of the trend higher based on the daily chart. However, things appear to be a little choppy, and the chop fest should continue throughout the day today. At least it seems that way, looking at the range that we are trading. So to me, at least, this is not even a scalpable trade because the risk to reward is asymmetric and it really doesn't make any sense. So with that, I'm going to look for 5400 is going to be the key area. And like I've mentioned yesterday, we can expect this area to be a major area of reversal that can potentially continue lower into the 60. But at this point, we're tightening up the range. At this point, a trade can be considered, like I mentioned before. This is not something that I'm going to do, but this is just an idea of how I'm expecting the market to react. So option number one, if we get a break above 5400, we may have a continuation all the way into 5405, 5410. If we break this low of 53.90, we have a potential to continue lower into the 86, 53.86, or perhaps visit yesterday's low into the 53.60 area, which in this case, you would need to wait. I mean, we would definitely need to see the price break this 86 level. So let's move on to the S&P 500. The S&P 500 index is pretty much in the same range, and as you can see here, we have the overnight support at 23.45 where we have a double bottom, and we have a prior high into the 23.56 area. So you can see that was a completion of a cone here back into the support level. If the support level is going to break the 23.45 level, we can expect more downside, at least into visiting the 23.37 area, and also these prior lows that were set up in yesterday's New York trading session at 23.33. For the upside, if we should realize support here, a trigger over 23.48 can take the price higher to 23.55, and I would say at the most it should have some price reaction at 23.52 area as well. So very, very choppy, very sideways market. So not a great risk to reward ratio. And the E-mini Dow, things are pretty much the same. Support overnight 20,545 and resistance that is set at 20,637. We almost have a completion of the cone here. We can see that the S&P 500 already did that completion, and we have the support level here, and it seems that we're getting some continuation, and the 20,550 level may be visited sometime soon. Here in the mini Dow, the breakout point is going to be 20,650 area. That's going to be the real confirmation. And we have been talking about the 20,600 level for the last 2 weeks here. And this remains the key level right now as the price is just crossing all this candlestick price action. So in terms of higher, again, in terms of higher, I would look at the 20,600 level, see if that holds for a potential continuation higher into 650. So we're going to evaluate and see if we're going to get small targets with a relatively small stop as well. On the breakdown side, 20,550 is going to be the key area. If this area is going to hold it, we might have a chance of bouncing 20 to 30 points to the upside, perhaps 50. But if we break below this point, the 550, we have a wider tradable void to fill into 20,500 and all the way into 20,450 area. Let's take a look at gold. And gold had, after a really dynamic spike higher yesterday, we have continued higher into the 1281 area, back holding support here at 1274, and now we're finding a support here at this level that is sending price higher back into the 1280 area, which is a target area. Obviously, it does have room to continue higher into 1320 and 1350 area, which are resistance areas on the daily chart. So that enables the price to get pushed further if we should get a break over this 1280. If we break below this level of 1275, then we may come in all the way to 1270, and that's going to be probably a tough point where the price might need some time to digest the area before deciding which direction it should go. So far, gold is pointing higher at this point, at this moment, like I said, we can look for a continuation higher all the way into the 1300 level for the morning session. Let's talk a little bit about oil, and oil has been moving higher. There is a tradable void on the daily chart all the way to $55 area, a high that was established in the first trading day of the year. That is a little over $55. Currently, we have a correction. Keep in mind, today, Wednesday, we have the oil numbers that are coming out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So game plan for me, not going to be trading oil this early in the morning. It has the potential to go higher. We will revisit oil in our TOL futures private feed as we are going after the 10:30 time frame. This is all for now. See you for more trade ideas, perhaps more trade ideas into our private Twitter feed. And keep in mind, Friday, the markets are closed. We may expect relatively low volume into the trading day today and tomorrow. So very few trades will be posted as we're approaching the holiday weekend. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.